feel like I ate some bread right now. I usually get food. for a minute and a half. What to do now? Well, let's just spend the rest of the time talking about the story. Why not? So, the bowling alley, what I do there was just cleaning the table, uh, cleaning the bowling ball gutter thing that once you hit the pin, there's a little gutter machine thing right next to it that spit out the bowling ball, waiting for you to pick it up and then take your next strike or something like that. I don't get a lot of bowling ball strikes because, well, one, I'm not a good at aimer, but my aim have started to improve. Earlier today, or yesterday, whatever day it was, I was testing out some target practice, and I had to hit the wood just as well as I ever been. Kinda hard to not miss when you have lots of practice with Nerf gun growing up, and my target aim is very good. Shooting somebody else, that's a different story. With Nerf gun, I mean not like actual gun, okay? I don't have an actual gun. I always have like a BB gun or something just laying around. That's it. Not that important. I don't know why the music just disappeared. That's usually just a thing for the ad, whatever. Anyway, what else? After I was done working at the bowling alley, I think I work at a restaurant next. This is where I really when I'm in the mood because I always stuck in the back, just cleaning the dishes, putting frozen food back in the freezer for stocking stock, to keeping the restaurant going or something like that. And I remember that the motor car actually burnt my hand, kinda. It's a little small burnt mark. It's kind of fade because it healed properly, but I can still feel it. The burnt mark is on my three fingers, my index finger, my middle finger, and the ring finger. I don't have a ring, but it's called a ring finger. So the ring finger have like a very most burn on it, while underneath the side of my middle finger it got some burn on it too. However, the base of my hand is slightly burnt, but not there. And you wanna know what happened? Some idiot didn't tell me that the ladle was literally touched by the stove oven. So as a dishwasher, washer, intern, not employee, I don't know, I still got paid. Um, crap, I just wasted. Whatever. So I touched the thing, my hand immediately set on fire. I didn't scream, I just dropped the thing into the sink, and then I just went to the thing to clean off my hand just to cool off the heat. However, it's not the heat that's the main issue, it's the sizzling part within the skin that's the bigger issue. Because when you get a burn, it starts to blister and just stay there for a few days. However, my hand healed kind of fine. After it took like 3 to 4 days to heal. It wasn't that much of a day deep burn, more like a skin burn, but I can still feel it slightly. It's interesting. What else did I do? Well, not really sure, honestly. I'm not doing a boss fight in the games, a video, because they're already boring. If I do them, I'm just gonna make it short. That's it. For character. You know what? I'm probably gonna do that. If I do a day with the boss fight, that day will have exactly 115 short of all the characters I have on Sonic Dash Plus. And you know what? I'm willing to bet nobody's gonna watch a lot of it because it's really the same content, but with different characters. And you know what? If I upload all that in one day, that would be impressive. Anyway, back to work story. My hand's fine. There's some slight scar but it's fine. Any other work environment, non-related, but I did some firework, fire, firing cabinet, the fire clerk, intern. Up at work, did some boring typing text, schedule writing, stuff like that. Nothing very interesting. Last work was working at a print shop, printing stuff, making some notebooks, stuff like that. Just a lot of boring stuff in general, nothing really just game breaking interesting, honestly. If I ever did have a job, I would do voice acting or be an actor or something like that over actual working in general. I did actually get an injury in the print shop. I don't know how it happened. Uh, on my left hand, I have like a cut. I don't know how to describe the cut. It just show up out of nowhere. So, how do I describe this? So I have like a cut on the side of my left index finger. I have no idea where the bleeding was coming from. Do I have to go to the restroom to wash my hand? Put like a little hair tie on it to stop the bleeding with work. So I didn't have a band-aid, so I just had to cover it up with some napkin or something. So yeah, that's great. However, it kept bleeding again. I didn't go to the doctor because it doesn't feel like worth it because a doctor trip that's like a $200 out of your wallet. No, thank you. Just for a big small cut. Pass.